We welcome you back in here to Tarble Arena. We are now joined by Coach Steve Djurickovic. And Coach, congratulations on the win. A good defensive effort from you guys. You really made it tough on them on the defensive end. They shot for volume, but they didn't score in volume.
Part of the reason they shot for volume is we did a poor job on the boards. And we did not check well enough. They had 16 offensive rebounds. They went to a bigger lineup that we knew is not a perimeter-based team, not a skill out there like they used to be over years past. They just went with big guys and said, let's run through you. And that was their mindset today. They wanted to be the more physical, aggressive team. Kind of bit them a little bit in the first half. Second half, we didn't handle their pressure nearly as well. So something we got to adjust to. Our two keys were make Knuth, make Ambrose's life very difficult, and I thought we did 50-50 on that. Knuth got his 30 points, took 23 shots to get there, and I'm fine when he hits shots. But when you put a career 95% free throw shooter, one of the best players in the conference, and you put a 95% free throw shooter to the line 13 times, bad stuff usually happens.
And credit to you guys. I mean, we kind of joked about how you've had some slow first halves. This game is kind of the reverse of what we've seen the last few games. You guys came out firing in all cylinders in the first half, and it was just in the second half when it got close. But I think credit to your team is that even though when teams have had a run in them, it seems like the Firebirds and your team has really stayed calm and that even if there's a momentum going, it's like you're still able to stop that from happening completely.
You know what, I'm proud of them for that, because there were some frustrating moments in the second half. We didn't do a good job handling. They're an experienced basketball team. They got 8 seniors out of their first 9, a 5th-year guy in Knuth, who, like I said, is an all-region type player, all-American type player, and I thought we were solid for about 25 minutes tonight. And give them credit for disrupting it. Give them credit for changing defensive styles, philosophies in the second half too to get after you. But we need to do a way, way better job handling pressure. And it starts, when we come back on Tuesday to get ready for a really aggressive North Park team on the road.
Yeah, and one guy I'd like to kind of give a little shout out to is just A.J. Williams. Seemed like he played a huge role. At some point he had to bring the ball up across the court, and it just seemed like he didn't have a ton of rebounds, but when those 4 rebounds he had, felt like they came at crucial times and was also very timely in his shooting and knocking down some of those open threes.
It's not easy, and he's the guy that doesn't get nearly enough credit, right? We got guys that are scoring 15 points, 17 points, 18 points a game, and he's the guy that's fighting through and battling through every single screen. He's the one who's chasing Knuth across the gym on the perimeter. It's hard. You get gassed running off screens, fighting through screens, getting hip checked on screens, trying to contest, and then say, oh, by the way, go get the rebound at the end of the game too. So give him credit. Him and Griffin Dawn have been our rocks this entire first half of the year, and I'm just super proud of them, and this is a great time to have your bye on a Wednesday. We need time to get healthy. We need time to recover and probably mentally lock in for this stretch run.
And you mentioned that you have a tough North Park team that you have to go up against next. It was a tough loss to them last time, lost by 1. What's going to be the key going into this break to get ready for those guys and making sure that you can turn that around and have that a win?
Handle their pressure, keep them off the offensive boards. We'll be very successful for the last month of the year. They're a talented team. They're well coached. They're so organized this year in their pressure and their offensive space that they get you on, and they're a really, really tough matchup for anybody that sees them. It's a nightmare. You have to adjust differently when you see them compared to a lot of other teams, and give them credit for that. So we got to be ready to go. So bye week coming at the right time. Get us healthy, get us ready to go, and come back to work Tuesday, and let's go out to Chicago on Saturday.
Coach, thank you for your time. Appreciate it, and congrats on the win.
Thank you so much, guys.
All right, that's going to do it here for us, though. Eric, a good win for Carthage as they win 77-69. Like you heard Coach say, they've got a tough road ahead, but definitely something that they can handle.
Yeah, and I think it's kind of funny to think about, if you needed a quick little breather from the screens that were just, some of these guys had to run through repeatedly, and guys like Dawn and Williams and even Johnson, it was a physical game, and it seems like a nice time for Carthage to get regrouped, and no better, time to get a regroup before one of the best teams in the conference. You want to get revenge on them. They came up, they beat you on your home floor, so you'd expect Coach Djurickovic and them boys to be ready in Chicago.
Without a doubt, but that's going to do it here for us. 77-69, the win for the Firebirds over the Vikings, and that's going to do it here for us here in just a moment. We do have a couple of things here. Executive producer Mike Love, John Voinovich, thank you. The producer here tonight, as you also have our director and Natasha Mizera, Marissa Simon with graphics, replay, Owen Holico. and our camera crew. And this has been a presentation of the Firebird Broadcast Productions and Carthage College 2025. Any final words, Eric?
No, I just got to say I'm glad they came out on top. It got close, but boy, am I looking forward to watching the game next Saturday, a clash of the Titans between Firebirds and North Park. So that will be a good one. You'll want to tune back in for that.
And we will see you next time.